Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing an ELA topic. It is author's PIEED. There's actually a lot of ELA ones I need to do, and I don't know if I can get them done soon. But yeah, this one I tried making, fun looking and everything. So yeah. So the first letter in PIEED, as we all know, is persuade. And persuasion is when the author is just trying to persuade someone to do, buy, or they're just trying to persuade someone to do something. So I have an example passage right over here. So it says a career to make life worth living. Many teenagers spend a lot of time contemplating what they want to do when they graduate from high school. I'm fortunate in that I already know. I decided to become a veterinarian when I was 2 or 3 years old. Just like humans, animals need people to treat them with respect and dignity they deserve. And I want to be one of those people. Because of this, I'm doing all I can get at Revis to lay the groundwork for my success in college. Then, once I'm in college, I'm going to study all about species of animals. Finally, I will find happiness in my career as a veterinarian because when animals need my assistance, I know that I will be able to help them. Now, this is a little bit frustrating because at first it is so it's saying over here in this last sentence, finally I'll find happiness. So you think that you can find happiness if you become the veterinarian in his career, and when animal needs assistance, they he know that I know that I will be able to help them. That means he knows he can help, and the animals have people like him, and they're like, you should become one too. Animals need your help too, just like humans. So yeah. Next is I in inform. Inform is when the author is trying to inform someone about something or someone. So this passage is called Buzzing Bees. We know that summer is almost here when we start to hear those buzzing bees. Although many people are afraid of bees, they are very important to have around. Without them, we would not have honey and there. We would be less fruit and vegetable plants for us to eat. In the warm weather, we see bees flying among the flowers looking for food. They are collecting nectar and spreading pollen. Nectar is a sweet, sticky liquid that bees use to make honey. Pollen is a powder made by some plant. As bees carry pollen from one flower to another, seeds begin to grow. This is called pollination. When a bee finds nectar or pollen, it does a dance with the other bees to let them know where to find food. As for those stinging bees, only female bees have stingers. They usually sting when they're trying to protect themselves or their hive. The most common bee, the honeybee, dies soon after stinging. That is because the stinger, which is attached to the bee's abdomen, which is basically like his butt, gets pulled out of the bee's body after getting stuck in the victim's skin. So that was informing because we saw they're like giving you a whole passage about bees and how if they go extinct or if we kill them, it's not really going to help our environment. Next, we have entertain. Now, entertain is when the author is trying to entertain someone with a story or book. Usually it's fiction. So the story over here is one day a beautiful princess was walking down the street hoping to find her prince. She looked high and low and finally gave up. On her way home, she found a lonely little frog. She picked him up and began to talk to him, telling her all her problems. When she was done, she said goodbye to the frog and gave him a kiss on top of his head. Before her very eyes appeared the man of her dreams, and they lived happily ever after. So yeah, like I said, they're usually fiction stories because those are the entertaining ones. Nonfiction just explains something. And nonfiction is basically informing, explaining. The entertain is basically fiction. Next we have explain. Well, explain is when the author is trying to explain something. It's pretty obvious. This is the other. In this passage, it says, with these two chapters, we see the games come to an end. After Katniss and Peeta eat and rest, as the day begins to come to a close, Katniss and Peeta hear the sounds of mutated wolf-like creatures. These creatures have been genetically modified to give them the faces of dead tributes, and they are large and vicious. As the creatures start to chase them, Katniss and Peeta run toward the cornucopia as Cato does. When we have the scene of the final battle now as Katniss and Peeta face off with Cato, he's a career and the only opponent left after Thresh dies in the previous chapter. The battle takes place on top of the cornucopia because all three remaining tributes have climbed up to get away from the horribly mutated creatures chasing them. Now this is explaining what Katniss and Peeta are doing. Next we have describe for D, which is the last one. So explain is when the author okay, I don't know why this is a glitch. But describe is, the author is really trying to describe something like they're describing a baby or they're describing this desk I'm sitting on. It's really just description. Don't mind this. Here's the passage. He was a big guy, but he carried himself like he wanted to apologize for it. He hunched his shoulders and bent his neck over his phone and wore gray clothes so he could blend into the walls. So we know that the description, because it's saying he was a big guy, and it said he hunched his shoulders, so that's describing that he hunches, and he bent his neck over his phone. So when he looks, his neck is all the way bent, and he wore gray clothes. So they're describing his outfit so he could blend in the walls. So this is basically just describing everything about him. So that was all about author's PIEED, and I hope these examples helped you understand more about the PIEED PIEED. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please watch my other ones, like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you next time. Bye!